Hello and welcome to Inside Ball. Kevin Walters, Dobbo, round 17.
Is that a typo? Round 17.
It's crazy. 10 more rounds. That means there's 10 more rounds after this week.
No,
till,
including...
27. And then obviously we've got a lot of semi-final football, and I am getting close to saying Ko Samui. There are
Well, we've got to get that's my next task.
Can I just give a big round of applause first? Clap. The difference is back this week. Coming through Q Cup after 12 months, the difference is back. Billy Walters, we want it. That's the biggest story of the week. Billy Walters for the South Logan Magpies. He'll be at Davies Park. Is that right?
That's right.
What day?
I think it's Sunday, isn't it?
Are you going? Well, you'll be going to watch, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'm in Sydney Friday, Saturday with Fox. I'll be back on Sunday. I normally go out and watch the Magpies with Harry.
So is Billy playing with Harry?
Well, that's to be determined yet. Yeah.
What Harry's? He's could be back down the grade.
He could be back down the. Yeah,
BRL.
But he's hoping. That's one of his...
Mate, how good would it be to have two boys playing?
And
what would Jack be doing?
Jack builds houses.
No,
so.
I realise that, but what would Jack be doing on Saturday? Would Jack run the water, potentially?
Oh, no, Jet's the water boy.
Jet's the water boy, yeah.
Jet's run water for many teams.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, you could have...
they'll all be out there. We'll all be out there in support of Bill, yeah. And Harry, of course. Yeah, it's good. It's good to see get him back playing, you know. When you're injured like that, it's never great, but he's back.
I got some mail that he has been absolutely killing it at training in semi-opposed. Like, killing it.
Right.
So, he's come back stronger, fitter, better.
Was that through your binoculars you saw that, or did you get up close?
I have other sources and means other than
have
binoculars.
You put the binoculars away?
The binoculars are in my car full time. No, they're not done. They're in the car.
Why have you got binoculars in your car, mate?
I don't know if you're aware of this.
You call races?
No, I've never called a race in my life.
League.
I call rugby league. And I use binoculars to call rugby league.
Okay, mate.
So rather than taking them out of my car, I leave them in my car because knowing me and my ADHD and I'm on the spectrum, there's a fair chance that I could leave them at home and then I don't have them and then I'll be in a real flap.
Right.
In a real flap. So they're always there.
Do you always use them when you call?
Always use them when I call. You should actually come in once. I used to be a part of it. You and Darcy should actually bring yourselves into the commentary box once.
Yeah. I've been in
be involved.
A lot of com boxes over the
We've
top.
called football together.
Yep.
First game for Triple M you actually called was with me.
Yeah. Wasn't that
It was a Melbourne Storm. It was the last game.
Broncos Storm, was it?
Broncos Storm. And you and Gordy.
Big Gordy, eh?
Perth have been given salary cap relief for third parties.
Finally, have they?
So this is something the Perth Bears have got some relief on third parties.
Right.
This story is broken this morning.
Well, they need to get a leg up somewhere, the poor old Perth Bears.
Well, maybe.
What do you mean third? So everyone's can have third parties, every club.
Yeah, I'll read you exactly what's going on at the moment. The whole details about. So this is the third party deal. So the Perth Bears, despite months of recruitment, and this is broken by the great Bulldog. We love Bulldog Richie on this show. They have now been given a chance with a landmark salary cap exemption. The Perth Bears will get concessions up to $500,000 in a bid to compete. So this will mean that they'll get a marquee player privilege where existing club sponsors can top up a player's contract by 20%. So that means if you're on $1 million, so just say they go and get Cam Munster for $1 million,
yep,
and BHP are the sponsors, right? They can put an extra $200 on top of the $1 million, and it's not on the cap,
right?
Which is
that's pretty fair,
bloody fair. And look,
there'll be a lot of corporate support for the Bears, like a lot of mining companies and the like in WA. So,
well, it competes. Look, okay, so this is the proposed concessions. No player is to receive more than 20% above his contract value, but 20% is a lot of money.
It's a fair whack, yeah.
The Bears will receive an overall cap concession of up to $500,000. So, $500,000 goes a long way. That's 5 elite players, an extra $100,000 a year. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Right.
What's an extra player? $500,000.
The proposal is generally aimed at players who are offered $1 million a season. The concessions will last over the first 3 years. So the Bears, I think the Bears have been a little bit disadvantaged, and I know they're owned by the NRL and the Chiefs are different, but the Bears, they haven't had the luxury, and I understand. So every NRL club got $4 million from the Chiefs, right?
Yep.
That was just a gift to allow them to come in. So now the Chiefs have got it. They've also got this $600 million deal. Now, we had Michael Chamis on this. Yes, they got a tax-free. And so that is luring players there.
Yeah.
Already Connor Watson. Already Jerome Luai.
Yep.
We know that Liam Martin wants to go there. They've got Willie Peters as a coach. So they're doing – the Chiefs, they're away. The Bears haven't got a bad roster. I spoke to James Bracey about it the other day. They've got some good players.
Yeah,
And look,
Mal's pretty smart. He's very smart.
I heard Mal talk at the Carbine Club lunch a couple of weeks ago. And I actually was impressed. I actually – but they needed something like this. They needed something like this.
But Mal's put together a pretty good roster there to start up, right?
Yeah.
And because there's only so many players available who are off contract and prepared to negotiate.
Well, November 1 will be different as well, and I think there'll be going to be a bit of movement.
Yeah.
I want to debunk a couple of things as well. My great mate James Hooper, and I love James Hooper a lot. He has a podcast called The Fanatics.
Yeah.
Yesterday, he flew a flag up the flagpole that potentially if the Broncos got beaten this Friday night against the Roosters, that before the June 30 cut-off, which is next Tuesday, I believe, that Payne Haas could potentially ask for an early release if they're mathematically impossible to make the 8 and join South Sydney for the remainder of the year. Now,
what's the benefit there for the Broncos? They're still in the hunt. So
well, this is if they can't make the 8. Now, Hoops relayed this story that somebody connected to South Sydney had approached Michael Maguire. I've spoken to the Broncos this morning about this again, and they wouldn't confirm or deny whether or not somebody had spoken to Maguire about it. They just wouldn't. But I don't know if it's going to happen.
Right.
I don't think it's going to happen. It makes sense in theory, and Hoops was only relaying it. This is not James Hooper's theory. This was just being relayed that he had heard.
Yeah.
But it's enough to make you think, because if I recall, Payne Haas asked for a release when you were coaching there once, and you had to talk him off the ledge. Am I right in saying that? Like he asked for an earlier. Yeah. Remember, like he was asked but you and Ben Eichen were able to sit down with him and find out his grievances. Now he has left for South Sydney at the end of the year, but I would have thought Payne Haas wouldn't want to finish this way at Brisbane. I don't think he would want to.
I think he's got a bit of work to do yet before.
I don't think he wants an early release.
No.
That's me. In other news, the Broncos are chasing Dane Gagai definitely. He's got to go through a medical. And that is taking place in Newcastle over the next couple of days. But I think he's dead set going to end up at Brisbane. And I questioned it a little bit, and I did question a little bit, Kev, because I'm like, well, why are they getting him? We've got Dean Mariner, they've got Katoni Staggs. Then somebody close to the club said, well, they lost Farnworth. They've lost Deloise Hoyter. They've lost Jesse Arthurs. They're losing Gemet Shibasaki.
I'm sorry, but that's just a
I know, they're losing Gemet Shibasaki.
But pay Gemet Shibasaki more.
They're losing Grant Anderson. Like, they are losing.
Yeah, but they're all people they've let go, Dobbo.
Yeah, I get it. So now they're going to try and shore up their centres. They're going to get Gags. Now, yeah, I don't get it. Dozer Hunt signed. I broke that story on Monday night. He re-signed. And it looks like Bill's been offered. I spoke to Billy as well. He's still yet to make a decision, but I think it's most likely he's going to end up at Brisbane. I know you don't want to talk about that, but I spoke to Bill, and I saw Rachel, in fact, as well on Monday. So that is the Broncos news. But I'm interested in your theory on Gagai.
Yeah, look, I love Gags as a player, but I just feel like Brisbane need to bring through some kids.
Well, they got Van Hoven and a few of them coming through.
Yeah. But
you're right. You've kept
Penrith signing Dane Gagai?
No. Anyway, and to be honest with you, Peter O'Sullivan's comments yesterday in the paper presented themselves pretty well. That he's a great player.
Say?
Well, he just said he's a great player, but we've got young blokes coming through, and we need to move on. At some point, age gets you, and it's not that his form isn't good, but we have to.
His form is good.
Yeah, we have to move on from that.
Obviously, got players coming through that they want to play next year.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
The Broncos haven't.
So they haven't. So then you got to look at the recruitment.
That's a recruiting error, isn't it? Where they've left it sort of vacant. They had Shibasaki there. Is he going to?
Well, they're lowballing. My mail is they're lowballing Shibasaki badly. And so he's not. Karapani's still there. But you're right, with Stags, and I mean, and they're void of senior leadership.
Look, Dane Gagai's been a tremendous player, but you know, if
he passes his medical, Kev, he's going to be at Brisbane next year. That's the whole guts of it now. Which I was shocked.
He won't let Brisbane.
No, but I was equally as shocked as you, and I like Gags as well. And I know he's done a job for you at Queensland level.
He's been
Unbelievable
for a long time. So he'll do a job for Brisbane. He will.
Yeah, crazy that. Okay, Clear Mountain Stud now, Bob. Sorry, I'm sorry, mate. I just want to say I'm sorry. First class property at Greenmount. They are unbelievable. Now we're going up there in 2 weeks' time. Next week,
we're going to try and find some time in
we'll be there.
Schedule, right?
Yeah, great company, great family business, quality adjustment for breeding stock, premier racehorse spelling. They're active in the markets. They've got awesome stallions, and now is the time. Go on their website, clearmountainstud.com.au. Socials, mention Inside Ball. They can help you with all advice. If you've got mares that you want to join, they can do that. There's a lot to get through as well. Now, the Clear Mountain Stud difference for this week.
Right. Tony Staggs. I think he needs a big performance to maintain his origin jersey. Right? I think New South Wales, and again, I'm a Queenslander, but also coaching Australia, I think they'd be foolish to make wholesale changes to that side. It's 1-1 in the series, Dobbo. You know, they've got 40 minutes right in one game, 40 minutes right in another game.
Hang on. Whoa. What are you watching?
Hey?
What have you been watching?
The first half of game 2.
Yeah, they got that right.
Yeah,
okay. Where's the other half they got right?
The second half of game 2.
Get away. Go away.
What do you mean?
The last 20 minutes they played against 12 men. Go away. And they didn't get it right, mate. They didn't get it right. They played against 12 men.
You,
mate, they played 12 men. They didn't get it right.
Well, the Broncos had 12.
Well, if they got it right, why did they make changes? Why did they drop Alakuatu? If they got it right after that, why did they drop Alakuatu? Mate, come on. They've had a half a football that's worth. They've had a half a football that's any good. The rest of it's been dogs droppings, and that's let's call it for what it is. So you know what they need to do? What they need to do is, if they're going to make changes, I'm right in that. And Darcy and I knew we were all talking about this earlier. It's tied up at 1-1, and last time they came to Suncorp Stadium under Michael Maguire on a decider, they won. So I don't know why everybody's up in arms at the moment saying they can't win. Yes, their football has been poor, but you've got Liam Martin.
Harsh. It's 1-1. You can't play poor football if it's 1-1, right?
Okay. If Kalen Ponga doesn't get sent off, right, from an appalling decision from Ashley Klein. It was an appalling decision.
Yeah.
Do you think New South Wales...
New South Wales had a sin bin as well.
That was a sin bin every day of the week.
Yeah, I know, but...
And the fact that Ponga didn't go off, but that was only for 10 minutes. It wasn't for 22 minutes.
Anyway, I'm not going to argue with you.
You're always going to say this because you're the Australian coach and you can't say anything. I can say it.
Yeah.
New South Wales have been poor for both games except for that first half of football when they led 12-8 and they were cooked after that. Now, you got Liam Martin who can come back into that side. You got Olakuatu that can come back into that side. And I don't think Katoni holds his spot. I don't think he does.
Well, I think he's...
if he does, he's your difference. I get it. And I hope he is the difference because he's been bloody unbelievable for Brisbane.
Well, who are you going to put it right centre?
Well, I haven't thought that far. But
so just put a line through Katoni.
No, I'm not saying... But I know that they weren't happy with that performance.
Well, yeah. But anyway.
Well, could Crichton come back there?
Well, maybe he could. I'm just telling you what I think. That's my thoughts.
You think they've had 2 good halves of football?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm talking about Katoni.
Oh, look, they might stay with Katoni. I hope they do because I think he's a good footballer. I think he's been Brisbane's best all year. I think Katoni's been the most consistent. But Cleary missed 11 tackles in game 2. No one's going to. But there was some really poor. Nathan Cleary never misses 11 tackles ever again.
He had an off night, and that happens, right?
Yeah. But would you bring Olakuatu back in?
Olakuatu, it doesn't really matter what we think.
Would you bring Liam Martin back in?
Doesn't.
Well, it is. You're the Australian coach.
It doesn't really
matter.
You're
looking at it as you're looking at future Australian representatives.
Well, I'll just say this: Olakuatu, right, was the best right side back rower in the competition, right?
Yep.
In the opening rounds of the competition, one of the elite back rowers.
Yeah.
Right. So I'll tell you that. But Liam Martin, he's only been back a week or 2. he's got runs on the board. He's got history of being
bashing halfbacks.
Fearless. And him and Cameron Munster, let's just say that when they're on the field, there's a ding-dong battle. So straight away, you're in Munster's head.
Yeah.
Right? And Munster has been so dominant throughout the whole series. Thought he was close to the best in game 2 down there, right? So, and he's coming home. He's the captain of this side. He'll be looking to lead from the front. So, anyway, I'm sure they'll get it right, the New South Wales selectors. Right?
Well, let's have a look at the round because this round will be very determinative of what actually happens. Eels take on South. This is the Thursday night game. Mitchell Moses plays the 250th NRL game. Now, Latrell Mitchell out. Calf train, 2 to 4 weeks.
Would he have been? He would have been in the New South Wales side. Were they going to pick him?
Oh, they would have picked him. I don't know if he would have played. But that's a whole other story. I don't know if he would have played.
There today on the inside ball. Righto, Eels South. This is going to be a tight game. South are the favourites, Dobbo.
So they should be.
Yeah, and the Eels. Moses is back playing, so that's a big in for the Eels. They hang in there, the Eels. They've been tough the last couple of weeks, but I just think South's desperation might get them home, even without Latrell. But I'm tipping South, but not with any confidence. What about you?
Yeah, I'm going to tip South. I look, they're a much better and improved side. Gee whiz.
You're looking at the teams there. You're marking them off. You get it right, Dobbo?
Okay. I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to tip. I'm going to tip Parramatta. I'm going to tip Parramatta.
Yeah, that's not silly because
no, I think Parramatta. are a real chance.
Yeah.
The next game Friday, Titans take on the Bulldogs. Tino back. Yep. Crichton at 6. Matt Burton to the setter. Preston named on the extended bench.
He'll play, will he, Preston? If he's named on the extended bench,
well, you'd think so. They need him.
Play. The Titans have been very good. The last month
Titans
or so.
will win this one.
You're going to back the Titans?
I'm going to back the Titans.
Yeah, I think I'll go with them as well.
So I looked at their form and I've caught a fair few of their games and I've watched a lot. They went to Manly. They should have beaten Manly on one night. They got beaten by 2 points. I think it was 12-10 in the end. They win against Brisbane. They have a bye. Then they get beaten by the West Tigers, and they should have beaten the West Tigers.
Well,
they were up 24-12, second half 24-12, right? And they let it get away. Kinney was just unbelievable. And so then last week they beat Penrith. Now I know Penrith didn't have anything, but winning breeds confidence, and they are close, and their defence is getting better. I think this game's going to be closer, but I think the Titans beat the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I'm not convinced yet on the Crichton-Burton switch.
Me neither.
I'd like to see a bit more of that before I'm convinced, but the Bulldogs obviously aren't. And Matt Burton had a good game at centre last week. He had 16 carries for some huge metres, and Crichton obviously kicked that field goal. But I think the Titans, their form sort of warrants them to be favourites.
Who are you backing?
Titans.
Me too. We agree. Broncos take on the Roosters, 13th to the 4th. This is a huge game. This is a massive game. Walsh Stags Haas back. Roosters are back.
What's happened to Renault? Hamstring, is it?
Yeah, he got an injection. He's back yesterday. Try and settle it down. He's out, definitely out.
Right.
And Mam's shoulder AC's out.
He'll be out for 2 or 3 weeks,
yeah.
will he?
Yep. So they got Duffy and Hunt in the halves.
Right. Well, Hunty won't let anyone down. Duffy's been going.
I'm not concerned about that side. I mean, Preston Ricky worries me a little in the forward pack. I'm worried about their bench. And look, they've got Blake Moser there. I would have played the difference. That's me.
I'll stay out of that.
Yeah, I know, but they're going to play. Obviously, the difference is playing at Davies Park, but I would have given the difference straight back in. Roosters, I called that game against the Sharks, and they never even looked like getting beaten against the Sharks. So, you're going to tip the Bronx because you always will. I'm tipping the Roosters. I can't see Brisbane winning this one unless Walsh.
I can understand.
Let Walsh just absolutely lights it up. They have had to play a lot of those players 3 games in 10 days. Wednesday, Sunday night, quick turnaround into a Friday night. So, Wanganita-Wase, Walker, Lindsay Collins, Victor Radley, Tedesco, Toya.
It's a lot of football.
There's a lot of football. Like 3 games in 10 days is a lot. And Sharks is a top of the table clash. Broncos having to get up, and they had to go to Canberra. They've also had to travel. So, there's some mitigating circumstances for the Roosters that they might be a bit off. right? So that has to be put into. It'll be closer than we think, but I think the Roosters can get it done, and I think there's a little bit of a point to prove from some of these players, like stuff you. We're not gonna. We're a better side than that. That Nafahu White.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
Mate, he's such a good player. They have dropped Tommy Talau. He's gone to the bench or extended, and Billy Smith goes to the wing because
Savala's back.
Hugo Savala and Toya in the centres. But mate, they are loaded. They are loaded for a side. They have got so many good players, mate.
Yeah, well, the key for the Roosters will be their middle forwards through the middle, and DCE and Sam Walker off the back of that. That'll be the key for the Roosters. We saw that in the first round between the two down in Sydney. The Roosters just got on flat and fast through the middle of the Broncos forwards. They were undermanned that night as well, the Broncos.
Yeah.
And they fought back hard, the Broncos, but just didn't quite get there. So this will be a lot tighter than a lot of people think, I reckon.
Oh, I'm sure it will be.
Yeah.
Pretty special game, this game on Saturday. This is the best game of the round.
Game of the round.
Dolphins, third. Warriors, second.
Dolphins 40-20 are coming third, aren't they? Are you all, mate?
Mate, he's a player. I think he's a player.
You think that's a player?
3 o'clock, Suncorp Stadium. 7-game winning streak with the Dolphins. Izzy Katoa back. Plath, Hammer, Flegg, Cobbo, they're all back. Warriors.
Jackson Ford's out, Dobbo.
That's a huge out. Capewell returns. He had a hamstring.
You know what? The Dolphins have been so good. And the Warriors' form's been good as well, but I just don't know if the Warriors can match it with the Dolphins with their attack.
So what do you think?
I'm going to Dolphins win. Dolphins at home. Katoa's back. Izzy Katoa's back in.
I think they win it. It's going to be closer than we think. It's going to be more Dolphins. There's going to be more Warriors fans than there are than Dolphins fans there.
Well,
it's going to be like a home game.
These Origin players, Flegg, Cobbo, Maxi Plath, Hammer, they didn't back up, did they? So they'll be fresh, ready to rock and roll, Dobbo.
All right, I think we both agree.
Who's gonna have the most people there? The Warriors.
Warriors. They're doing a march from the LA. Like there'll be more. It's a home game for the Warriors.
I've been rallying the Dolphins fans for 2 weeks. I'm going to have a lunch. Whoever has the most support, you owe me. If it's more.
Well, what do you think? You're not going to pay
more Dolphins fans there.
Seriously.
We've rallied them. 40-20.
You've been drinking today? Started on New South Wales 2 good halves. Now this. Come on. Penrith will beat the North Queensland Cowboys. I'm not even going to go into this. Like they're going to put a score on them.
We do need to mention Jason Tomilolo. His 300th game.
For the club. First player ever to do it.
Yeah.
300 straight. What a warrior he has been. And playing in the middle. Like, you know.
Yeah, I thought Tommy Dearden was going to be back for this game.
He's injured still.
He's still out, which is... sways it, even more towards a Panthers win.
Yeah, Panthers will win this one. Late game, Manly take on Storm. Good game this game. Danger game for Manly.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have lost last week.
No.
They'll be filthy. He didn't get it done.
They got a couple out too, Dobbo. Garrick.
He had late symptoms for HIA, for concussion. Brendan Wakem's been very good for him, but they lose Jerome Hughes. Yeah.
But Wishart back in the 7. Oh, these are some tight games. I think Manly at home will get the job done. 4 points.
I think they definitely will. Yeah, I think they will. So that's good. So well done. Well done. They'll win that. Sunday sees the Raiders take on the Dragons. Simi Sasungi, who they've missed a lot, he returns. Dragons 1-13. I think the Raiders win this. It's a GIO. They have to win this.
They have to win this to stay.
Well, they're going to Ko Samui.
Are they?
They're done. But I think they're going to build. I'd love to see Kobe Black. I'd love to see Kobe Black get a start.
He's
because
not been named on the
no,
reserves,
I know.
But
yeah,
they're going to stick with the Colonel. Rightly so. He's got to get some good experience there. The Colonel Sanders.
Yeah, I have.
This is invaluable for him for future years, Dobbo.
Yeah.
And Ricky always thought at the start of the year this was going to be a little bit different with the younger squad that he's got. So. And Big Pups, when's he back? He hasn't played all year, hardly. Anyway.
Well, they miss him. But, like, aside with Tamale, Sasungi, Timoko, Savage, Strange, Sanders, Horsburgh, Owen Paddy, Tarpanay, Hudson Young, Hoskins.
They got enough there to beat the Dragons.
They've got more than enough. They've got more than enough there to do a job.
Yep.
So you would think they beat the Dragons. Knights take on the Tigers. Danger game. Ponga and Lucas back. Dewey returns from shoulder
Big
injury.
in for the Tigers.
And Alex Twal. Newcastle, good form. Ooh.
They're at home, the Knights. That'll be the difference for the Knights. The Tigers have been a little bit patchy, not so good, but Dewey back in's a big in for them.
Who are you going for?
I'm going for the Knights. They've been pretty consistent this year, and their home footy has been good as well. Just with Ponga in the form that he's in, and him and Dylan Brown, Fletcher Sharp, he's very sharp. I think they'll have too much for the Tigers, Dobbo.
Yeah, sure.
Round 17, wow. How fast is the season going?
That's done. Questions for Kev.
Yep, what do we got?
What do the Broncos need to do differently on Friday night to beat the Roosters?
Well, they've got to defend well. Simple.
Defend
well. Yeah, keep their defensive line working together. They've just been leaking too many points. And what would get to 40 plus against South, wasn't it? Off the bye. So
TO effect.
What?
The TO effect. That's what they're saying.
That's what they're saying, eh?
Moser, Walters, Pakes, all hookers. Throw in Bukowski as well. Why sign Ben Hunt? Good question, Zaza.
Yeah, that's a decision that the recruitment will sort out,
I think Honey's seen more as a bit of a halve.
He's a mentor there.
For the halves.
For the halves, right? So, and he can cover a couple of positions. That they're well stocked in the hooking position, and in the halves as well. They got halves everywhere there next year as well. So he's there for the experience side of it, I would think.
I agree. Jesse K, this is not a question, in brackets, sorry, Dobbo. Yeah, well, I don't like statements. But I'd love for Curtis Moran to get in the PM's jersey, PM's 13 jersey this year.
Oh, he's playing some good footy for the Titans.
Just re-signed. Extended to 29 at the Titans.
When he signed there, I think Des Hasler signed him. I thought...
You like Curtis Moran?
Yeah, he's got great impact off the bench.
Yeah, he's going good.
Just brings energy, and with the energy comes positive little 1% results for him. He scored a try last week, didn't he?
Yeah.
He bounces around the place. Yeah, love him.
2028, there'll be 19 teams. Finals is the top 8. Should they increase this?
No.
Only have 8 teams?
Yeah, I think you've got to win half your games to make the finals, surely.
AFL are doing that wild card round this year.
That may be introduced, just as a bit of a money collector.
Yeah. Give everybody else a bye that first week of semis just to get...
And 2 teams play off?
Well, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 plays 7, 8 plays 9, and that's your top 8. And give the top 6 teams a week off just to get ready.
So the real advantage would be top 6.
Top 6, yeah.
Okay.
That's
I don't mind that.
Yeah, either do I. Anyway.
Did you think of that, Dobbo?
Just then. Just then, mate.
You're on fire today.
Could I ask this question? With Haas departing, do you think the Bronx cap will even out and we'll get more depth?
No.
Their cap is a mess. They've got some dramas there. Their cap, in my opinion, and look, I don't know the books, but just I do my own little cap with it. I've got an Excel, and it's a mess at the moment because they're paying players still at other clubs, which you know. TV rights deal, who will win that?
Oh, no comment on that one, but...
It's getting close. They reckon they'll name it before Game 3. They reckon it'll be named in the week.
Yep.
You told me that, didn't you?
No, I didn't tell you that.
Oh. This must be someone else.
Yeah,
naming Haas as captain when he's leaving, do you think Staggs should have been named?
What was that? Sorry, I missed the question.
Payne Haas has been named as captain this week, and he's leaving. Do you think it should have been Staggs?
No, Payne, I think, has captained the side before in the absence of the regular captain. No Paddy Carrigan there either, so I don't mind that. He's a good leader. Katoni could have been captain as well. It's just a letter beside your name. It's how you play. That's leadership, and Payne will be leading from the front.
Why would Brisbane sign 2 young sevens in Peasant and Duffy? Who will get the keys to the Broncos next year?
Well, I can't answer that honestly. They're both good players. They'll the pre-season will sort that out, and into the first 5 rounds. Ben Hunt you'd think if they've re-signed him, you'd think he would possibly start there to start the season.
True.
And Ben's playing there on Friday night, isn't he? In the absence of
with
Reno.
Duffy. Yeah. All right. Well, that's inside ball preview for round 17. The Clear Mountain stud difference is Katoni Stags. I think the big game I'm looking forward to, the couple of games that we really want to see, it'll be interesting for Brisbane because of the complexity. We'll be able to start giving teams a pass to Ko Samui very shortly.
Well, you can't wait for that, can you? Look at you. Can see the excitement in your voice.
I just think that and if Melbourne can beat Manly at Brookie, that is going to be a huge upset. I'm telling you now. And they'll still survive. Melbourne have got back into it.
Melbourne are going to make the 8.
You do.
That's my opinion. We'll see.
Don't go off early, Kev. We'll talk to you later. Thank you. Well, just quickly, can I just say to the people of Charters Towers, proud regional town,
yeah,
congratulations on having the most beer sales in 2025 and 2026. Mount Isa are a close second, but I just want to say to Charters Towers in all of Australia, you should be proud of yourselves. Good on you. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you next week.